future.
Here we go. Okay, I think, is this thing on?
No, none of us are on. None of us are on our A game today, but we're going to do the damn thing. Hello, lovely people.
People almost thought we were off.
Well, aren't we off? I mean, I got off.
Hey, yo. Talk a little sexier into that mic, would you? A little closer.
Little closer, like so.
Raise
like
it
so.
up a little bit.
Raise it.
Raise it up. Yep.
Raise the roof.
Keep tilting it. Keep tilting.
How do I sound now?
Yes. Keep going a little more. Do it again.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh shit! Really? Just like finding the clitoris, we here at Stuck in the Middle take time with our things and stuff. By the way, I want to say hello to Independent Many, Joe, Brandon, Burt Gummer, Live Ducks. Hello.
It's nothing. It's something Eli and I are going to have to get used to because the times they are changing. This Zoom vibe.
Do you want to tell the good people what's going to happen inevitably?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've kind of spoke on it once or twice before. By the way, it's Eli's fault. We're late tonight. We spoke on it once or twice before.
My job keeps me longer until I finagle out of it. But boys, girls, they, thems, we need to tell you, we're pregnant. It is we're going to let our child's preschool teacher decide its gender for us. We think that's the most progressive and liberating thing we can do for our child. Actually, let's not even call it a child. That's too possessive of us. We're gonna let it decide what it wants to be. So that aside, we're also going to kind of split up. It's okay, I know. Josh is gonna leave like the generic Florida area that we're in, and we're gonna do this show over Zoom.
Shut up! Don't say it yet.
Shut up, bitch.
Bob Dylan said it. The times they are changing. I think it was Bob Dylan. I don't know who it was, but the times they are changing. And I felt like today I did kind of, I woke up with this vibe of like, things definitely are on this path to change, whether it just be for us, whether it be for literally like everybody, like things like, they're changing. It feels like there's a change in the air, and it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Is Obama in your head?
Yeah. You too?
I mean, I've been hearing change all damn day, bro. I'm just making sure we're okay. Word. Yeah. So yeah, things are changing, but we're rolling with the punches, kids, because we have you, and we are thankful for all of you, and we're gonna deliver one hell of a show, Reno, kiddos.
And our apologies. We are late. I know it's 11. We forgot to tell you that we're actually going on tonight Central Time. So that would have been 11 for the East Coast people. But our bad. We're trying to broaden our horizons. That's our fault. That's our fault. We didn't tell you it's going to be 11 tonight.
Yeah.
But I hope we can get over that, right?
So, Josh, I do want to ask my man, how do you feel about OnlyFans?
I feel like they're only for fans. Real quick, speaking of fans, everybody watching, fans, friends, family, thank you. YouTube.com/StuckInTheMiddle. You can find us every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 10 p.m., maybe 11 on this here channel. If you look in the description, if you feel like donating, give us a tip, or help contributing to the show, besides Super Chat, we do have that awesome PayPal link where eventually we are going to try to set a goal to where if we hit that goal, we'll give you more content. We're still growing. We are still trying to figure things out. It is a passion project. We do enjoy doing it, but we do also hope we can grow and do this more than just these 3 odd days. Maybe make it a more consistent thing, like Eli does on Progressive Patriot. Which, by the way, you hit 100 subs. You have a legit name now.
Yeah, I YouTube.com/C/Progressive Patriot.
I shared it on the YouTube community page, and I asked people to subscribe and like your content for that reason. For
every sub, guys, you will get nudes.
Bring that mic up.
Oh, for every subscription I get on Progressive Patriot, and any donation, if any, you guys will get exclusive nudes of myself. Okay.
That's fantastic. So thank you for joining the show. Sorry it's a little late, but Eli did have a question. You were talking about OnlyFans.
All right, legitimately. Okay, I bring this up because OnlyFans has become a much larger thing than I think. It's something as simple as it is is, yeah, too many words there, but it started out as just a thing, to get extra income, a little side money. But during the lockdown, it became a very pivotal means for people to stay afloat. And of course, it's controversial because essentially people go and just sell their bodies, which is a job class that's as old as time, selling your body for financial gain. So in general, what do you think of the concept, or what do you think of OnlyFans in general?
I'm kind of down for with what people do with their own selves, their own bodies. So I don't really have a problem with that. If you choose, a quick shout out to my OnlyFans, J Bones. But besides that, if you choose to do whatever you want with your own body, and you want to make money off that, more the power to you. That's capitalism.
Yeah,
to me.
It should be a shining example. That's why it is funny to me when somebody on maybe the right side of things
Of course.
gets all offended
Well,
that
they're a little
somebody
more.
is using OnlyFans. What?
No, you're right. You're right. The people on the right, they're a little more, dare I
Reserved?
say, conservative.
Conservative, reserved. Something totally random happened to me last night. Okay. On Facebook, my story, there was this lovely young lady that I know, and it was like just a picture of her in a bikini. So I'm like, yeah, let me check this sucker out. And I just said, I did like one of those heart reacts or something. I was like, yeah, you look hot, bro. Whoa. And all of a sudden, I get in my inbox a fucking full Monty nude. And I was like, whoa. And apparently she was doing this whole like, hey, single lonely dads need love too. So I was just like, what? No, this really helped me and my kids. Thank you so
you're
much.
like, yeah, I'm rocking my baby to sleep right now, but can I see your boobs?
It was unintended, but oh my God, is she gorgeous? And I think there's maybe something larger at play I was going to ask about, but
yeah. What's the dilemma? You brought up the OnlyFans thing. What's the dilemma?
Here's something that I'll totally get in trouble one day for talking about.
Hopefully.
Dildo shop that I work at, okay? There is a boss of mine that
No, I was saying fingers crossed that you get in trouble one day.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's inevitable. There is somebody who is higher than me in the echelon of my corporate status.
High as
and
fuck
this son
right
of a
now.
bitch one day, he's like, hey, check this out. I look down on his phone and boom, it's a picture of one of my homegirls, all fucking willy-nilly. And I'm like, oh my God, that's my my friend. And he's like, oh my God, you know her? And he got all fucking creepy about it. So then, long story short, she tried to get me to beat up her ex-boyfriend. I was like, no, give me evidence.
Wait.
Yeah. What?
Long story short, it jumps from a supervisor being like, whoa, you know that person, to then, can you beat up my boyfriend for me? I feel like we
in the conflation, but we've spoken about this whole thing once before. It just came back up.
Ew.
So this girl tried to get me to beat up, and the ex-boyfriend was a viewer of ours. I wouldn't do it because she couldn't prove it, and then she decides to contact the person she thought was my boss and just starts talking smack about me. She records him talking shit about me, and she releases it on fucking social media. And I text message him like a man. I wanted to talk to him, hash it out. And I'm like, dude, you're in the hospital right now. This is all you're doing. You're talking shit about me. And he just gets her to remove it all off of social media. I saved the recordings on my fucking phone in case I ever want to go to HR. And so yeah, now here I am having to deal with this motherfucker and pretend that I don't want to smack him across his fucking fat ass face. And so I got the recordings.
I'm still confused by what you want me to answer about OnlyFans.
Oh, I think I just really wanted to vent that I'm really pissed off that this cocksucker's still talking smack about me. You guys want to hear? Do you want to hear an exclusive?
Give us an excerpt. Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna get me fired from the dildo shop because it's the only shop I work in.
Sounds like you're gonna get fucked.
Say again?
I said, sounds like you're gonna get fucked.
No.
It's a dildo shop.
We don't do that here.
Follow him anymore on Facebook. He's too egotistical, and I don't even follow his chat room and his whatever thing. So I don't know what he does.
Let's get.
I was just unfortunate enough to work with him, and I showed him a picture of you on Facebook, and he just said he knew you.
Let it finish.
He's worse than a high school girl. I would never show him anything because he can't keep his mouth shut about anything. Because the world doesn't revolve around him. You know, he talks shit about it.
Bro, you didn't tell me you had the fucking audio recording.
I've had that for a long time.
Dude.
So if he ever wants to fuck around and find out, bring it, son. You know who you are.
Whoa, back away from the mic. But also, too, what a bitch for recording him.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, yeah. She was trying to manipulate the game from every angle. She's conniving.
Is this the...
But, yeah.
Is this the girl that beat up the old guy that we saw the video of?
No.
Okay.
That's a different crazy bitch. That's the one that said at the next Antifa rally or BLM march, because at the time I was a big supporter of BLM before I started talking about the hypocrisy of their leaders stealing money for their fucking mansions and calling themselves socialists and communists. Yeah, she said, yeah, catch you at the next BLM. We'll get some real homies to take care of you.
Back up a little bit. Yeah.
God damn it.
No, it's fine. You're fine. It's because you're so used to being in studio.
Yeah, I know.
That these, you gotta talk right up. But the mic you have, you probably want to be back about here. Go like this from your mic. That's probably where you want to be about.
So that was how's this sound right here?
Yeah, good, perfect.
So that was good. That was some fresh shit talking that I just, one day it's going to blow up and I'm going to make him fucking hear it by shoving it down his gullet. And then I'll bring it to HR of the dildo shop.
Dude, that is you know how embarrassing that must be for him, not yet, but the fact that
how about he's married, by the way,
and then every time you talk to him, he said that about you. So you know what I mean?
I've tried to confront him. I've tried to talk to him man to man on multiple occasions. So now just anytime that we have to interact because we work together, I just treat him like shit.
Well, he treated you the same in that conversation, so I think you have every right to do that. But for me, it would almost be like reverse psychology, where I just treated him. Oh man, you're so cool, dude! Wow, there was a
there was a
moment
lag that makes you freeze, and it does. So anyway, well, there is a moment where he called me on my extension. And he was mad. He's like, oh, can you keep anything to yourself? I'm like, oh, that's some good advice. Keeping thoughts to yourself. That's great advice, man. And he did not read the room at that moment. But anyway, somehow this was all from OnlyFans. He showed me a picture. I knew the chick that he's buying OnlyFans from. Why are you buying so much OnlyFans, you married cuck? Personally, I think it's because he can't find his penis. He is a very large man.
Did it look like I was freezing for a second?
Yeah, you were frozen in my eyes. Yeah, shut up. Fuck off. So what anything on your end? Any meat and potatoes?
No, I'm we'll get into the stories, but tomorrow I'm going to Gainesville.
I love interrupting Josh at every moment. Kenneth, we will abort the child, sir.
We got to get used to it. There will be pro-choice conversation coming up at the latter part of the show, but as far as personal things, real quick, going to check out some places in Gainesville tomorrow. Leaving in the morning, coming back Saturday night. You know what that means? Things are getting more real now.
Yeah, I suppose so. Does your lovely other half have any gainful employment?
Not down here, but she did say if she stumbled across her dream job down here, we might be in a bit of a pickle.
Prostitution is legal everywhere.
Dude, you tell her this. I've been explaining to her time and time again that your dream job is available anywhere.
Yo, props to our boy Just Scotty. This is the kind of
Just Scotty's supporter.
Back? Yeah, bro.
It's been a minute.
He's the kind of supporter where if he catches us live, he will watch us on double speed just to catch up. He's doing that right now.
Because you know what's funny is I'm not sure how YouTube. It wasn't.
You said you know it's funny, and I do clearly.
I didn't even get to the funny part yet, though. No, it's not. I didn't get to the funny part yet. Oh, this is so. When I say the word funny,
you're a very strange individual.
You
Josh.
crack up. I mean, I just said the word funny about 3 times. You started laughing.
Chat, do you know what's going on? I don't know what's going on.
Well, let me try this again. Do you know what's funny?
What?
I lost it.
No, you didn't.
I did. It's gone.
I have won.
We were talking about Just Scotty. What did you say? Come on.
He's watching us at double X speed.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yes, thank you. Did you know that people who don't watch live and they're maybe 30 seconds behind, your eyes just went cross-eyed and that was hysterical. Yeah, no, they did, but they did like on accident. Yeah, there it is again. I love that. Perfect. If you are watching behind and not live, you don't count as a live viewer. Even though we are live, and maybe let's say you're 10 seconds behind the live feed, you don't count as a live viewer. Isn't that crazy?
That is fucking
I just found that out. Yep.
By George.
Josh. The name's Josh.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
I always get you confused.
It's fine. But it's getting real. Going to Gainesville, going to check that out, going to see what's going on. And, your eyes just went cross-eyed again. Are you okay?
No. So Gainesville, yeah.
Huh? What? No, look, they're doing it again.
I don't know what to do. All right. So please pray continue, sir.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Put your
Very
hands
good.
down, Ricky Bobby.
All right. Joe Biden vibes. So what do you got, son? We're gonna
we have to kind of enjoy the Zoom vibe a little bit,
Oh, absolutely.
People don't have to. We do.
No, absolutely.
It's funny because you didn't hear what I said. Eli doesn't hear what I say. If he's talking and then I chime in, wait, say something real quick.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
What'd I say?
Don't know.
Isn't that fantastic? Try it again.
When I
You're a piece of
speak,
shit.
there's nope, don't hear
Nothing?
a fucking thing.
Not a thing, huh? Isn't that something?
Yeah, no, it's a great way to have a show.
Son of a bitch.
We've just lost two viewers.
Well, they don't like when I talk bad about you. That's probably why.
Stop talking smack.
You're gonna have to rewatch the episode to hear me call you a motherfucker and a son of a bitch.
I caught the last
Son of a
part.
bitch.
All right, so either pick Gainesville
Weirdo.
or let's dive in.
Dumbass.
Son. Yeah, fuck off.
Hey, that's my counteract to your eyes going.
Hey man, that's a
Where are they going
natural
again?
genetic term of endearment. Not even a defect. That's how we get the panties wet over in the family here, okay?
I guess we were just getting into a little bit of levity before we talk about why gas prices are your fault. Your fault, dude. You can go cross-eyed now because that would make sense because I'm pointing the camera in the middle, so go cross-eyed. Yep, there it is. Yep.
So it's everybody, all of you that are watching us right now, all 10 of you right now, it's all of your fault. Specifically, that gas is so high. According to who?
MSM, mainstream media.
Typical. Okay.
And
So why should I chastise these lovely people?
I don't want you to chastise them completely. Let's go ahead and watch the video as to where maybe some of them got that information from. Because I'm under the impression that the gas prices aren't our fault. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just going out on a limb there or not. I know we just, maybe, probably, possibly gave $40 billion to Ukraine. So I don't know if maybe we're not, it's as if America was Josh's, spending habit, and he just like spent his money on like things he shouldn't be. He's got bills to pay. He's got things to make right. Yet here he is buying more weed or something like that, Here he is spending his money frivolously as if he had money to spend frivolously, which he doesn't because inflation.
Okay,
that's me.
Real-time thought, a thought of passion, if you will. This is something that I'm angry at a lot of people. I don't know where to direct the anger, so to speak. So chat, please tell me where to direct the anger. Because right now, hi, Mona. Thank you for popping in. I just want to say we've known that Joe Biden, the DNC, the administration had plans to give $40 billion fucking dollars, not million, nothing less than $40 billion over to the Ukraine, some form of care package, some form of ambassador-like PR, all the while ignoring our own backyard, our fucking country, the United States of America. So as if everything wasn't a shitstorm in our own backyard, apparently it's going so well that Joe Biden's administration can go ahead and approve, the House approve, I believe, the Democrats, I believe, control the House, and the Senate universally just approve $40 billion to go to the Ukraine. I wish I had some kind of say. And I know everywhere I've heard about talking about this $40 billion, nobody has been approving of it as far as I am aware in terms of the constituency. So how can these things get approved if we're not supporting it?
Real quick.
Yeah.
When you see me do this, two hands like this, I'm telling you to back away from the mic.
Back away.
Yep, exactly. And it's legit. I'm just saying, because when we both get riled up, we're both used to these mics, and we scooch in. So if just I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you see this, that just means like a little bit. Doesn't mean like come out here. It just means like back up a little bit. That's all. So like, you can keep going as I do that. No problem. You're totally right, dude.
It's been on our radar. How do we impact?
They just passed it today, Thursday.
Huh?
It's been on our radar. Thursday, they just passed it today. $40 billion. While we are like, oh shit, we got no baby formula. Oh shit, gas prices are getting high as fuck. There's a food shortage. I can't find food anywhere. And meanwhile, all of our legislation, which mainly leans to the left right now, and there's a few assholes
are in power.
Yeah, but there's a few assholes like Mitch McConnell who was like, if you're voting against this, you're just a bad person. If you think it's bad now, it's gonna be bad when Ukraine loses.
Man, that fucking fear-mongering shit. I don't know who that works on anymore, but that's because we surround ourselves with people that actually find as much facts as possible, not just the MSM hyperbole chamber.
That's a good point, because like, who is the fear? Like, you voted for it. This wasn't passed on to the people. The people weren't be like, hey, you know what? We love Ukraine, but if it was up to us, maybe that $40 billion can come back to us. But obviously, there is some type of someone is involved in Ukraine on that side of things that maybe is supplying them with said weapons, or supplying, like there is some type of party who is affiliated, is the middleman that this money goes to, who then supplies Ukraine with that. Like, just as I don't want to bring it up, but Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. People are investigating the foundation, not the cause, but the foundation. And like, she gave close to $1 million in security to the baby daddy of herself, which was like more than likely a firm he started to receive that money, or it's the firm he had, and it was like, hey, I can give it to you legally because this is a charity. I'll pass that to you. Everything's on the up and up because I'm a charity and I'm, helping this out. It's like it's in a sense the same thing.
While condemning them for doing what they do, it's the same dirty pool that our politicians play. It's legally legal to bribe a politician as long as you're a lobbyist.
Not even bribe a politician, but hey, let's say I'm somebody on the side, like my brother works for the company who's going to supply those guns to Ukraine, or is going to supply those javelins to Ukraine. Why wouldn't I want to approve this bill? Because there's a vested interest in there.
These conflicts of interest are way too prevalent, and I really wish there was a better system of at least polling for somewhat of a consensus of we the people before these bills pass. But they don't give a fuck about us, and this fucking game just it's getting old. Something will, I hope, have to give for this foundation to begin to break, to rebuild. So what do you have about this?
To put a cherry on that conversation before we get into the video, that's my drunken point. In all this, my drunken point is, well, it feels like there must be something else involved in giving that $40 billion to Ukraine as opposed to helping American citizens who they're allegedly some gas stations prepping for $10 a gallon. Allegedly there's a baby formula shortage. Allegedly there's food shortage in general. So I am confused how a majority of Democrats, because that's who will allow this bill to pass because they are the majority, that's the president who is going to be signing this bill into effect, why they feel $40 billion is better allocated to a different country than the country who is offering that money because of where they stand. Now, obviously, this isn't a new thing, right, Eli? Like, obviously, this isn't a new thing where America cares about everyone else except itself. I'm not trying to make this as a new thing. But my point is Democrats are supposed to be for the people. If you listen to mainstream media, Republicans are against the people. They're for corporations. They're for profits. Blah, 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 blah. And now here we are seeing a majority of Democrats vote to giving. And even, again, as I said, Mitch McConnell, if you don't support this bill, you're a bad person.
Yeah,
but
it's unpatriotic. So a little flash reminder. What did we just uncover? I believe it was like after COVID, and it's in the Ukraine, and there's that whole conflict there. It's still self-serving interest. We still have labs there that apparently we don't want discovered. So to me, my conspiracy brain is fucking turning. Somehow that money is still serving us by bribing the people that need to be bribed, or who the fuck knows. Just
what money?
Thoughts out there about it.
What money is serving us? The money that we're giving to Ukraine?
Yeah, the $40 billion going to the Ukraine. We have labs there that we don't want to come to light, right?
Bro, so you believe in Mitch McConnell saying
no, fuck no. Don't get me misunderstood.
I'm confused.
I am saying, remember, we have labs there and shit that we did not ever want. What is it that was it was the Ukraine was acknowledged as being one of those countries that we got to do all the fuck shit in, right? Because it's small and all, whatever. So somehow I think maybe this is money that goes towards the PR and the cleanup of whatever was all there. This is the kind of stuff that CanCon was reporting on.
I see.
What was it that was so crazy in the Ukraine that look at how far we're going to make sure the Ukraine stands its ground against Russia.
Well, as we spoke about it too, like Russia was put in an awkward situation where Ukraine was like essentially encroaching on their borders, trying to join NATO, which is backed by, the United States. We're giving them $40 billion. So it's like another one of our proxy wars. And like, whoa, hold up, whereas Russia wanted to take over, the Donbass region and, they wanted to have those regions back in the day and the whole Crimea thing going on. So it's an ongoing, push and shove. But it's like when you get just as it was obvious when G Dubs wanted to attack Iraq when we know maybe there wasn't much going on. It does seem like this 40 billion is. I'm not saying it's not going to help them, but it's like how. You ever been into AA, NA? It's like, listen, you can't help anybody until you help yourself. So here we are, America, needing help, the everyday citizen, because of how high inflation is. And yet we see CNN and Fox News and MSNBC and NBC make all these articles about how, yep, we've approved $40 billion to Ukraine.
I don't know if it's an example of outright just lack of interest for us, the people, or if it's just feigning that we matter. I mean, it's so insulting. Right now, we have issues in our own backyard, within our own country: immigration, the border, inflation, all our resources. And right now, they fucking approved $40 billion for a little country about the size of Texas, if I read correctly. So it's fucking insulting is what it is.
But here's the funny part. And as I stall to pull this up, it's actually your fault. You're the reason, Eli. I'm the reason. Everyone out there, youtube.com/stuckimiddle, shameless plug. You're the reason why gas prices are so high. You could be doing better. Not because we gave $40 billion to Ukraine, you silly goose. That's all fine and dandy. It's your fault. You, as a consumer, you're buying too much. And we're about to be told that via the same outlet who agrees with, the $40 billion given to Ukraine. And you wonder why they again agree with that and then put a piece out there like this that essentially goes behind that cooperation. So
remember we were just recently talking about forced narratives because they lust after the narrative that they want so bad. This is exactly what they're doing, and now they're going to dare to blame us.
So this whole thing is talking about soaring diesel prices. And
I'm with you, V. I'm with you. I'm tired of hearing about another huge mistake of this regime. That's what this administration is. Just another fucking tyrannical regime.
And towards the end of this piece, as a good news piece will do, is they kind of give you, like a solution to it all. Like, oh, here's a problem. But what can we do to fix this? And as opposed to saying, maybe we shouldn't be involved in other people's shit, they tell you this.
But the consumer holds some power to turn the tide of high prices. A relentless buying and spending inflicted on a brittle supply chain are contributing to the high price of diesel.
And at some point,
a relentless buying and selling on the supply chain is contributing to the it's your fault, dude. You, the everyday Joe Schmo, going to fucking Walmart, going to fucking your grocery store. You're the asshole. How dare you want to drive your car? How dare you want to go out and buy groceries and enjoy the every little things that we've come to enjoy? Now it's your fault. You're the piece of shit, not the government, for giving an insane amount of money to a country who, you know what? I bet you they need it. I guarantee you they need it. But we aren't doing so good ourselves.
Contributing to the high price of diesel.
and at some point the consumer's going to say, all right, enough's enough.
And spending inflicted on a brittle supply chain are contributing to the high price of diesel.
And at some point the consumer's going to say, all right, enough's enough. I gotta slow down because this is taking too much of my disposable income. If we do have a pullback in economic activity, that might help the kind of level off supplies, but for the time being, things are really tight.
Did you, like, that man said, whoa, hold up. This is getting too, shut the fuck up. You stupid bitch. Who is that? I don't like that person. I'm sorry for getting so
She
angry.
has psoriasis, bro. Easy.
Dude, I didn't know she had psoriasis. That freaked me out for a second.
Reevaluate yourself.
I'm stopping. You're right. I'm slowing down. But so do you agree that this is your fault? You need to stop consuming so much. You're the problem, not the government.
This is an example. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to follow up, like, how cuck of a news organization to push that government propaganda to say you're the problem. Us, the news organization, will not question who's supplying us the funds. We're going to let you know you're the problem. Maybe you should slow down there, buddy.
This is a clear example of, I feel, the media and the government working hand in hand, having literally think tanks to be like, all right, everything's fucked up. How do we make the United States of America, how do we make the civilians, the people, be okay with such an egregious use of funds by our government? Okay, think about it. How about you convince them they fucked up? I don't know. It's crazy, man. It just might work.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. No, exactly. It's crazy, but it might just work.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. I mean, what a fucking set of balls. Like, this is the point where this is why it's so fucking crazy that people think that I downplay January 6th. Okay. I still will die on the sword that I am proud of a lot of the people that went there and put some fear into these out of touch fucking politicians. That's why I respected it. It wasn't some 9/11 to me. Okay. And look at the shit that they are doing and continue to do with impunity. And now they have their bought and paid for news handlers, talking heads, and pundits dare to tell us, while we're working every day of our lives, bleeding and sweating, that we're consuming too much. We're buying the wrong things. It's insulting.
One more time.
Beyond insulting.
One more time, that first sentence, just because it didn't kind of come through the first time, but one more time, how CNN New Day starts off that.
The consumer holds some power to turn the tide of high prices. Our relentless buying and spending inflicted on a brittle supply chain are contributing to the high price of diesel.
The consumer holds the key to the high prices. Y'all are buying too much. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's a bummer to hear. That's all. Like, as the government passes $40 billion,
It's another example that we are not represented. We, the honest John Q public, the natural citizens of this country, citizens in general, Americans, we are not represented. And what they pandered off to the world that is us is not an accurate representation. I don't know how we even appear to the rest of the world. But while this regime, this administration is in power, we are the fucking laughing stock on a scale that I don't think has ever been considered. People thought Trump made us look embarrassed. Fuck that shit. Look at us now with senile Papa fucking Joe. It's a joke.
What's funny is, like, a lot of the left look back at George W. Bush and they're like, oh, he's so lovable now because they had Trump, compared to Trump, Bush was just like, and that's, when Bush was president, we were kind of on the younger side of things. We never dreamed of being able to comment live on a Bush gaffe or, anything like that. Like, this was so before our time. Obama got in 2000 and I don't know, 8, right? 2008, 2009.
Yeah, no. I remember because he lied to us in 2007 when he said his first priority would be to codify Roe v. Wade and make
someone's got a grudge
law. And then he was elected in 2008 and was like, that's no longer top priority.
Right. And, someone's got a grudge.
Yeah.
But Bush was what, 2000? Like, what grade were you in 2000?
I was maybe a freshman. I was a freshman in high school.
Okay. I was a freshman in 2001. So I began high school with Bush as the president, ended high school with Bush as the president. You know, it wasn't until about college where Obama came along, but I was a young boy. I was a young warthog.
I didn't enter Bush until my sophomore year.
Whoa. You didn't enter Bush until your sophomore year? Sir, I entered Bush at the very least a freshman.
Oh, no, right. The president. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no. Honest mistake.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But, you know, being that young, 2000, 2001, it was only Jon Stewart. It was only, you know, a few people who got to really enjoy a good Bush gaffe.
Oh, yeah. Pepperidge Farms remembers. I do remember watching him with my family and laughing at how terrible he was at the prompter and articulating thoughts. It takes me back.
You know, while we're going back, just real quick, because it might be fun to do. You know, we don't got to do long of it, but let's maybe revisit just a few of those fun Bush gaffes. Because Eli, I don't know if you know this, but just a few days ago, the G-Dubs himself, George W. Bush came out and he had a gaffe. Obviously, it's Bush. He's gonna gaffe. But like, it was a big one. It was a big one. And it allows us to be like, you know, those little kids again, but to comment on a Bush gaffe. But let's go back real quick before we get to the new one, and let's just revisit some of those Bush gaffes. Go ahead real quick before I play the video.
I just want to show the love to our audience that we have now put into a midlife crisis by talking about what class we were in 2000 or what grade.
Yeah.
They're like, I was a freshman in 72. I was a freshman in 94. So congratulations.
Fresh meat.
All right.
If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned, and you're working hard to put food on your family, those who think.
Come on. You're working hard to put food on your family. I didn't mean to say that.
That they can say, we're only going to have a stimulus package, but let's forget tax relief, misunderestimate.
It's not a word, but that's fine. I like that.
Maybe he's just a high-level genius,
but
he was able to put that word together.
Yeah, but he also was self-aware. Look how he clapped back.
Underestimate. Just making sure you were paying attention. You were.
You were.
See, Biden can't do no shit like that.
He can't at all. You know, like he's not even like, come on, man. He just gets mad.
Human
dog face pony soldier
and fish can coexist peacefully.
He said human beings and fish can coexist peacefully.
That's a goal.
Listen, it's not a bad idea. I hate sharks. I'd much rather coexist with sharks than disagree with sharks. Eli? Comment?
Yeah, no, I would rather be on the up and I'd rather have a sexual relationship with a shark than worry about getting bit by one. Fool me once.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. You fool a fool, can't forget fool again.
That's Kenneth right there.
Have got to end in order for us to get the framework, the groundwork, not framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace, to lay the... All right.
All right. You saw he just gave up. He's like, all right, you know, to lay the... all right.
Oh, that was 6 words more than I
what the fuck, Timcast? Damn it. That just fucked everything up. Hold up.
If you're a single mother with 2 children.
That's very weird how the next clip was Timcast.
The toughest job in America is have got to end in order for us to get the framework, the groundwork, not framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace, to lay the... All right.
Yeah. He threw in the towel in that moment.
With Muslims. We don't have a beef with Muslims. We want to be friends with Muslims and Muslim children. We fighting evil people.
We fighting evil people.
Girls of Thurgood Marshall to know that we're fighting evil with good. And one way to fight evil with good is you can help by writing letters to boys and girls your age. And so, in my State of the Union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it.
He was so dumb. It was awesome. Wasn't it awesome? Kind of.
Yeah. Minus all the damage he ended up doing in our country. It's almost, sadly, things are so bad. That's almost a fucking breath of fresh air.
Do you remember this one? This fantastic one when he dodged a shoe? Remember the shoe dodge?
Yeah, dude. He was a pro.
Dude, he dodged that like a fucking and he smiled the whole time. Fuck you, AFP. Oh, that's one. Nope, that's two. Did you see, like, he tells the security, he's like, I'm all right.
Do you remember the meme that came out that was a video like that being a video game, and it showed him in the crosshairs and you're the guy with the shoe?
Yes.
Yeah. I love
Oh,
that shit.
man. I'm all right. I'm all right. Look at him just smiling like a tard.
It takes me back to living in my old days trailer park with my parents, and we just sat around the fire and listened to George W. and we were like, what?
That's what's up.
Oh,
That's what's up. Well,
good
Eli,
times.
let me take you back to the future, because Bush himself just made another gaffe.
We have a new Bush gaff?
We have a new Bush gaffe to put in the Bush gaffe stratosphere.
Oh, it feels like 2001 where I lost my virginity all over again.
Everybody just close your eyes. Pretend 9/11 just happened.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a good time, isn't it? Everything was better.
No. January 6th,
What?
man. It was worse. Way worse.
Everything's better. January 6th just happened. Better than 9/11.
All right. Do go on.
All right. G-dubs.
The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq.
So, yeah. Let me go back. Let me let you enjoy that one more time. Because he's supposed to be talking about Ukraine and Putin invading Ukraine. Right. And you know what's funny? Is he's like, yeah, he's about to laugh at his own war crime. Go ahead. Yeah, that's
the result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. I mean, of Ukraine. Iraq. Anyway.
Iraq, too.
75.
He says, I mean, Iraq, too. Anyway, I'm 75.
That is the most honest president in that moment I've ever seen in my life.
How do you not like that? Usually he'd be painting right now. He'd be painting whatever, I'm painting a little dog holding a little flag. Right now he's like, you know what? I got to come out and say a speech. And he completely fucked it up. And then he made joke of, okay, well, Iraq too. I committed war crimes. I'm 75. My bad. That was all my fault.
Yeah, the yellow cake, that was just something my mother made.
I'm sorry. One more time, just for posterity.
Of Ukraine. Iraq too. Anyway. 75.
I'm glad he hasn't changed a bit, right? Aren't you happy about that at the very least?
It's good to see that in terms of consistency, his sense of humor and his ability to gaffe remain just mwah.
The only thing inconsistent is this hairline. That's really going backwards. He's 75 though.
Relax. He is 75. Relax.
I mean, it's cool though. He's a president. He's 75. He could have easily afforded hair plugs. No, let me just age naturally.
No. He took the advice of the mainstream, the MSM about being more of a frugal spender. He's like, I gotta do my part, man, and
I'm trying to help inflation.
I'm trying to help the inflation. I'm not gonna buy those hair plugs, man.
Don't you feel good though? Like we got to we got to be in the moment and comment on a George W. Bush gaffe. It's very we won't get to do that again, I guarantee you.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be gone probably in a little bit. You know what he does paint a lot, right?
He does.
Like, do you know what he paints?
German shepherds. No, that was Hitler. My bad.
No, but truly, do you? His means of dealing with his own, I think, conscience.
Just a bunch of yellow cake.
Is he paints pictures of veterans that came back, not okay, and that's I do think that's the most poetic thing he could do as a man in his position.
I thought he painted dogs.
No, he actually paints very detailed pictures of veterans.
Okay, maybe this is fake. Is this fake? Hang on.
You're fake.
Okay, because like I could have sworn I was making the dog joke as like a kind of reference to reality, but pretty sure he had a stint there where like he just painted dogs, like not German shepherds. That was totally Hitler. But like Kron was like, which of George W. Bush's paintings is your fave? And like, that's a schnauzer, right? Is that a schnauzer?
I guess.
I'm assuming that's a schnauzer. Or a snoozer, because it's boring. You know what I mean?
More accurate. Yeah.
Well, I guess we got nothing, huh? Look at that. See that? And that fantastic scrolling down, ain't nothing there. Okay.
That's the audience. This is what happens when you have a show and we put things together last minute.
Oh, here we go.
We don't
I'm sorry.
have prep time.
It's a slideshow.
Look, that explains it.
More dogs. And that's it. So which one did you like the best? Wait, hang on.
What the fuck?
There we go. See, it's dogs. I'm telling you. He painted dogs. And him in the bathtub.
That's one of his talents, dogs.
Bro, this is real. This is him in the bathtub. He painted this.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it a little more clearly. So you're showing me pictures of dogs that okay, yeah. Cool.
Watermelon. Is that the Grand Canyon?
Uh-huh.
Look, he painted a picture of a watermelon on a table. You see that? He's going for like depth work here. That's a watermelon's a little shadow work going on. It's on a table. It's a standing watermelon. I see what's going on. Look at all these ads, dude. Fuck Kron, dude. Kron sucks.
Fuck his artwork. I think I'm over that one.
Grapes. Remember he choked on grapes. He painted grapes, bro. You remember he choked on a grape?
Yeah. Why are we talking about this art shit?
Well, because you brought it up. You said that he painted like only wounded warriors.
Yeah, I
was saying like
documentaries where he shows how he gets through his grief.
Right.
He paints.
I was just letting you know that like it's totally not that. Like maybe that was the documentary like propping him up, but he paints the stupid of shit like schnauzers and grapes and walkways. So it's not all wounded warriors as the documentary is trying to make it.
That's why we're looking at this stuff.
Well, yeah, because you brought it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You laid claim to him only painting wounded warriors.
All right, cool.
So can I get an apology now?
No, fuck off.
No, you're gonna stand firm.
This was awful. Yeah. I want my money back.
What's awful is what you said, that he was like, he paints wounded men coming back from war.
Look it up.
Where'd you hear that from? Snopes, bro? Come on, man.
No. Okay. So what's next on the docket?
Oh no. You saw She-Hulk. You loved it. I wanted to watch the CGI and kind of laugh at it.
So yeah, okay. I want to see any response, because a lot of people that don't know She-Hulk, some people got a bit in their feels about the representation of this strong woman. And I don't know that I'm going to find the same level of cringe. Maybe you will. Maybe you will.
Well, from what I hear, minus the fact that she's a strong woman and she's a
strong, independent woman,
an attorney at law, which makes no sense for a Hulk. Hey, I'm a cousin of Bruce, but I'm gonna defend all the Marvel. It just sounds like Marvel was really at a low point in their comic book making era, and they were like, they were doing the dartboard thing. We're like, okay, it's a girl, it's the Hulk, and it's a lawyer. Go make one.
Well, all right. Don't forget who you're dealing with here. You got a comic book geek, and she is a very well-established, beloved character.
I don't know about well-established because she also includes Frogman in the trailer, which is a very Z-list Marvel superhero, from what I hear. But people aren't upset at She-Hulk. I think people are very happy that, that finally some of these more, B-side comic books are coming up as opposed to the main ones we all know about. They'd like to see more of the universe evolve. But from what I hear, people are more pissed off at the CGI. And I haven't gotten to watch the trailer yet. So I'm hoping to discover here in real time with you, Eli.
I approve.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire. Who's gonna protect the world if not people like you?
Okay, real quick. So the guy just said, who's gonna protect the world if not for people like you? Does this guy not live in all the A-list Marvel superhero worlds? Does he not have?
They are in the process of phasing him out because his contract is up. He's just got a couple things he has to do. So they are passing and they use this wordplay. They are passing the banner. Their last names are Banner, so it works twofold.
I see. So they each kind of have to exist on their own. They can't exist in the same realm because favorites will immediately be chosen.
Oh, absolutely. But
see.
Mark Ruffalo has to fucking get out already. So
Mark
they're
Buffalo.
going to establish her as the new Hulk.
Whoa. What was that?
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends. Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency. A demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
And a frustrating family.
I would have chosen a different actress, and that's a nod to Edward Norton's The Abomination that we just saw. So, what do you think? I don't like the actress, but so far I am not shocked away. I see you might have some different feelings.
We just started a superhuman law division.
Yeah. Yep.
Ugh. That's how
superhumans have constitutional rights too.
See, this one I'd be pro-choice to murdering these motherfuckers before they even got to the screen. Pro-choice all the way.
Why does the Constitution offend you so much, Josh?
This
What are
is-
you, un-American?
What, the comic book Constitution?
Hey. It could be real.
The out of good dialogue Constitution?
Yeah, look at that actress, man. She-Hulk, so much hotter.
The I'm gonna say everything in one sentence, build up to what this is about Constitution. Literally, listen, we need to get a guy who comes across the screen describing what this movie's about in one sentence. Hey, I need you to be part of the superhero lawyers group. Can you do that? Ugh, the superheroes lawyer group?
Hell yeah,
the
man.
Fuck? I'm sure the comic books weren't that corny.
No, I don't think she was a fucking lawyer at all, by the way.
Attorney at law?
Job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
And a frustrating family.
Because we didn't ask for this, but you still got to deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing. Whoa. Bruce, kind of feels like if I don't transform, I'm gonna die.
Yes. No.
You see how she's like, that's the baseline of every woman is, what was it? Fear and anger.
You won't like
Nice
me
way
when
to
I'm on
broad stroke.
PMS. Is this like a big advertisement for PMS? Is that what she's got right now? Is that why she's green? Figured she'd be
It's,
red.
Every time she has the period, yeah, she goes into She-Hulk mode.
You won't like me when I'm on PMS. I'm sorry, ladies.
They need extra large tampons.
Yeah. Is this a tampon commercial?
Wait till you get to the date scene.
Oh boy.
Want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer. Can you tell us where She-Hulk?
You're green and you're like 7 foot tall, 500 pounds. You can't be normal. I hate to break it to you.
She's the face of the Superhuman Law Division.
Is this what every woman feels like? I feel ugly. I feel like I'm, what is this?
Wait for the date.
Oh, no.
Jen, you're a story now. Girl, your ass looks crazy right now.
No, it didn't. It didn't say when did it really say that?
Miss Lawyer. Can you tell us where She-Hulk is? Jen, you're a story now.
You'll like her. You'll like her when she's angry?
They're,
Ew, dude,
they are
no.
celebrating that they're objectifying her as a good-looking green woman. By the way, in the comics, the fans were always notoriously horny for her. Okay?
You'll
That's
like
the
her
fandom.
when she's angry.
You'll like her when she's angry.
That's
horrible.
the last time you will like a woman when hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. What are you doing?
Not in the MCU, Josh. Better get with the times.
Not when she's green and she's got a fat ass, bitch.
Green, sassy, and fat.
Yeah, I'm green, I'm sassy, and I got a fat ass. Oh. And Bruce, of course, Bruce Banner's like, I can't control her. Whoa, she's sassy. Whoa.
And they're cousins, and there's some awkward stuff there. But the date scene, by God.
Ass looks crazy right now. You could be an Avenger. Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
She's so humble. I am no superhero. I'm just huge, green, and on PMS. Bro, this is like Marvel meets Law and Order.
Is there anything more depressing than dating in your 30s?
Yeah, this is the best date I've had in a while.
Oh.
Should we split some fries?
Let's get those to go.
No, man. No, man.
I'm somewhat
man.
interested.
No, man.
I'm gonna give it a watch.
No, dude. Don't do that.
I'm actually gonna transfer my Disney Plus from my PlayStation
Can I take
to
your
my
temperature?
big screen.
Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling
dude.
okay? Let's take your temperature right now.
That's some quality cinema right there. I think, if anything, to get a few laughs. I don't expect anything fantastic. As the geek that I am, I like DC more so in the comic world. Movies, the MCU, they do it right, except for a few things recently. But I'm gonna give it a shot.
She was carrying around a gentleman like a baby.
Yeah, a big Debo guy.
All men wanted to be treated like babies. Where's my binky? Seriously, though, give me my binky.
Now you're getting it. You're getting it.
I am at a loss for words. Like, there's been a lot of controversy over Marvel and them kind of like slacking. And they're like, you know what? She-Hulk. Let's do it.
Props to Kenneth for manning up and saying, God, I wish that was me. Wait, Kenneth, are you
The
talking
She-Hulk?
about... Yeah, are you talking about She-Hulk or are you talking about the man baby?
Yeah, being
that
carried like a man baby.
Yeah.
Listen, I got no problems if you want to be carried like a man baby. That's fine. It's your vibe. I'm just confused as to why they were like, you know what? let's make a movie. This is perfect timing.
I think, is that going to be a series or a movie?
That's a movie.
Holy shit.
And like,
okay.
I don't like how they were just like, I'm going out with the chicks tonight as She-Hulk. And I'm like, I don't know why I can't fit in. What do you mean?
Yeah, she's giant and green.
Yeah.
Fucking 9 foot. And she's, I can't fit. I don't know why. I can't fit in.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, you can't fit in because you're 7'11", okay? 7 foot tall, 11 inches. And you're a lawyer. Nobody likes a lawyer.
I'd still smash. She
Maybe
looks hotter when she's green.
So my question is when she's litigating, does she get more worked up? Like, you won't like me when I'm litigating, and you know, because she's attorney at law.
You took the lines right out of the dialogue's mouth.
Now I'm interested. Now I want to watch it. Now I'm
That's what
pumped.
I'm talking about.
Now
I knew
I'm
you'd see the
pumped.
way.
I get it now. I'm totally in. It took a second, but I'm here now. It took a second.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna see it with you now.
It's like a fine wine. You got to swirl it around a little bit before it tastes good.
It doesn't even take that long. It takes like 3 minutes. And now well, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's see that. That looks delicious.
Very good.
Like that fine wine.
Right. Mission accomplished. Kenneth confirms he wants to be the man baby, not the She-Hulk.
Kenneth, there are some things you shouldn't say out loud, you know.
Well, yeah, no, dude,
that was one of them.
I'm with Kenneth on that,
Okay.
man. I'd be
want to be
cradled,
man babied?
Man, why not? I'd try it once, twice on a Sunday.
How many She-Hulk comics do you have in your possession right now? I have the whole collection. Shut up.
0.
Yeah, right. Tonight you're gonna go to bed, and like She-Hulk is gonna carry you to bed.
Oh fuck yeah, man! In my dreams every night.
Time to go to bed.
Emasculate me. All men want to be emasculated. Oh,
time to go to bed, Eli.
Damn right.
You know, since we're talking about She-Hulks, real quick, can I bring up a real modern day She-Hulk?
Yeah, please do. Go on.
What do you think about that?
What?
A modern day She-Hulk. I'm not talking about some fake She-Hulk like we saw in the Marvel universe. I'm actually talking about a real live She-Hulk, man. What do you think? Are you ready for the truth?
Inspire me. Inspire me.
BNSF
well, I'm trying to, and there are.
BNSF delivers
Playing
on
an ad?
improving sustainability for businesses.
Yep, they're playing an ad. Trying to mute that shit real quick. Got it. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Speaking of She-Hulks, make sure I can't spoil.
Oh, a little clarification. Thank you, Katie. Apparently, she has served as counsel to other heroes and metahumans in the Marvel comic universe.
She is the Marvel lawyer. Okay, fucking cool. She's also a She-Hulk. Gotcha. They really had nothing left in the 80s, huh? They were like, as I said before, dartboard, they're like, who can we turn different? We got Spider-Man, Superman, the Hulk, and they're just like, Hulk.
Don't you ever mix the DC and the
Shut
MCU
up.
together
I did.
again.
I'm no nerd. Okay, don't do that. I don't know. Okay.
And I said MCU, which means cinematic universe.
I get it.
Marvel
I get
comics.
He, what's his face is no part of Marvel. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Superman, no, sir.
My bad. My B. Okay.
How dare you?
But in real life, when we're talking about true to form She-Hulks, nothing comes to mind more quicker than Madonna.
Oh shit.
I am not. No. Oh she. I'm not how familiar you are with her new NFT video. Yeah, that's a butterfly.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Not safe for work video? I have no idea. But here's a true She-Hulk. Thankfully, it's blurred out. Not for any reason, just because we don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. That's all. Wouldn't mind seeing this.
Oh, I heard
in the full.
She made an NFT of her vagina.
Well,
she made a 3D NFT of her vagina.
Yep. So this is her.
Let me maximize this for scientific purposes.
I forgot there was 2 of them. Holy crap. Okay.
We are not.
This isn't the funny
nudity,
one.
right?
Dude, what?
We're not going to see actual okay, New York Post.
No, how could we see actual nudity on fucking
New York Post?
Here it is. Okay. Here we go. This is the one everybody's been crapping their I'm not going to show you the ad. This has been the one everyone's been crapping their pants for because she hulks like a tree out of her vagina.
Sounds Madonna-esque.
The other one was just like a nice little butterfly, more like, you know what? I can find with it. A little, your vagina, your butterfly. I get it. A little, soft, precious, no problem. This one, she's just like, here comes a fucking tree, dude.
What the fuck?
Let me unmute this. See if I can unmute this.
Always pushing against the resistance of the earth. The endless weight of gravity.
Yeah, bro. She shoved the fucking tree out of her
Scorching
vag.
heat and pouring rain and punishing winds. I've taught myself to be supple so that I won't break. While predators pick at my fruit and scrape my bark, saw off my branches, chop me down, burn me to the ground. They will never destroy my essence, nor take my glory, nor extinguish my soul.
I don't want it. I don't want the glory or the soul. You can keep it.
I mean, hey, I get it.
Now Vogue. I don't know what
that
Vogue
would be
means,
cool.
but yeah.
I would be all in for that shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, life comes out of the vagina. Is that what we're going with here? I mean, interesting.
I don't like you trying to ration this.
Rationalize.
Ration.
Indy just came in. She's like, "What the fuck did I come back to?"
Yeah. Sorry, we should have said NFSW, but I feel like if it's already blurred, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, that was appropriate.
Yeah, right.
Ish. Yeah.
So you're comparing Madonna giving birth to life to her throwing
I'm really
up a
trying
tree
to
out
see
of
the
her
metaphor as a fellow artiste.
I see. Yeah. Heli. Well, yeah. Oh boy, wasn't that nice though? Don't you feel better for seeing that?
I feel like I just came back from church. Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready for a Sunday breakfast with the grandchildren.
You know, it would have been a proper segue is going from George Bush to Madonna.
No, I like Madonna.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Hashtag me too.
It's funner that way. All right. Well, I think we did it, man. Can I play you a video of a man offering warm tuna to people? Since we're on the subject of warm tuna, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate.
We invite the inappropriateness, whatever word I wanted to use. Yes, I want to see this, but assure me I will not see pooping or balls.
No, none of that nature. This is a prank video, and it's one of those dudes, pranking people on video. So I think his name is Infrabrent. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me.
What?
I don't know. I can't read.
Just a couple of boys wearing shades indoors, huh?
Hell yeah.
Couple of boys wearing their shades indoors, huh?
That's right.
Hell yeah, brother. Just a couple of boys wearing their shades indoors, huh? Just a couple of boys wearing their shades indoors.
Who's that?
Just a couple of boys wearing their shades indoors. We have that in common.
So he's luring them in. He's trying to get on their good side. Like, hey, just a couple of boys wearing their shades indoors. Am I right? And they're falling for a hook, line, and sinker.
That's the number one way to make friends. As a matter of fact, I see it every day.
Yeah.
Normal communication, human communication.
You point out something that somebody is wearing that's just like you to make them feel like, hey, you're not alone here. Just a couple of boys wearing shades indoors. Am I right?
Look at you and I, just a couple of guys with their genitalia intact.
Blind. Oh, salsa bottle full of tuna? Huh? Salsa bottle full of tuna?
Huh? He says, salsa bottle full of tuna? I love the random, like, after you just try to make friends, like, hey, a couple of boys wearing shades indoors, am I right? And you're on their good side. Then he's like, salsa bottle full of tuna?
This is how you get shot.
Oh, salsa bottle full of tuna? Huh?
Huh?
Salsa bottle full of tuna?
Oh man, is that what that is?
You want to borrow it?
Oh, no thanks.
You sure?
Yep.
All right.
No, thanks.
You look like you need a release, so just asking.
I really don't eat tuna no more. I'm afraid of it.
Oh, it's not for eating.
Oh.
Salsa bottle full of tuna? No? You sure? I just filled it.
No,
You look stressed, so I thought I'd ask, you know. And I got a whole hefty bag in the trunk of my Accord, you know.
No, I don't. Not.
All right, well, are you parched? Because I also have some cheek tenderizer. Whoa, where'd your legs go? I said, whoa, where'd your legs go?
Oh.
You want some of this? It's good stuff.
That smells strong.
Yeah. It's a drinkable anal lube. See, it says it. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, if I was on shrooms, I would love to hang out with this guy.
Such an odd thing, like, to go prank people with, like, you know, something I would never thought to do, you know, like, very odd. That's the only way I got. Only word I have is like odd. It's like, okay, that's funny because it's odd. Like, it's making people feel so uncomfortable. Oh, no, it's not for drinking.
Oh yeah, and that discomfort does translate through the fucking video because I feel uncomfortable right now.
That's the only thing I'm enjoying about it is the uncomfortability.
I don't know. Yeah. Why do bears poop in the woods?
Why? Do they even sell that in here?
No. Yeah, I brought it in.
You brought it in.
Yeah. Well, soak my drawers in kerosene. Kenneth is not gonna believe this.
Huh?
How the hell are you, buddy?
All right.
Yeah. That's some wicked facial hair you got going on there. I like it. You were such a rambunctious little tot. With the shiniest little toenails. Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Or as Kenneth would say, RLTWTSLTN. Remember this?
Okay.
I like the Beetlejuice laugh.
Oh, hey, before you get out of here,
Okay.
check this out. Pickled sphincter. Huh? You want a taste?
Oh no.
You sure? It's good stuff.
I've got a limited diet at the moment.
He said he's got a limited diet, dude.
What a nice guy.
It's a picture of a butthole, and it says
Yeah, I noticed.
pickled sphincter.
It's all natural.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you out in the parking lot, okay, buddy? Dolphin die 5-5.
What?
Bitchin' kneecaps, by the way. Oh, yeah.
He said bitchin' kneecaps, by the way.
It's inspiring me a little bit.
It's so
I want to
random.
tell a customer tomorrow, yo, you got some swell elbows.
Dude, you got some bitchin' elbows, dude. That's what's up, man.
Something.
They should slice those bad boys off and put them in a museum somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
They should.
They should. You sure you don't want this?
No,
Huh?
I don't.
Okay.
You're good.
All right. You can pop its cherry. I'll pop its cherry when I get home. How about that?
That's almost scary.
It is, yeah. But I mean, a blind man would enjoy it, you know?
That's
who you're gonna have to get to take that out
Right,
of your hand.
right. Salsa bottle full of tuna, huh?
What is that?
It's a salsa bottle full of tuna. Yeah, you want to borrow it for a second? You know, slip off into the bathroom, you know? You could give it back. I'll be out in the parking lot waiting. Or you could keep it, because I got a whole hefty bag worth. You good? All right, buddy.
Okay.
All right, Dolphin Die 5-5.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
I would love to see a version of this where he tries it in the hood. Just saying.
It's funny how much if you're being like approachable and like what you could get away with saying to people before they really get weirded out. You know what I mean? Like he's obviously picking the appropriate people to like push that far. As you said, you'd love to see him in the hood, but like when you're not like, when it's just funny to see how far you can push people when you're not being like, he's obviously being overtly creepy, but it's so overt that you're like, I don't know what you mean by that. When, you know what I mean? Like, it's so over the top that you don't know if he's being serious. Like if you're one of those guys as dumb as they are, you'd be kind of caught off guard because it was totally like, surreal.
That's exactly what he's banking on is people finding themselves like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck do I do? And there's a little bit of morbid curiosity in seeing how far it goes.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoyed that so much. So
well, that's a satisfying thing to end off on. I want to tell all the good people that have joined us tonight. I hope your kneecaps are shiny.
I hope you got some
elbows
bitchin' kneecaps.
Aren't too sweaty. Yes. The most bitching kneecaps in the land goes to this guy. And we hope to see y'all on Monday with some warm tuna. Like, share, subscribe if you find us worthy. The traction after we go down at some point. Come on back to this very episode. Find a link, get here, leave a little comment. It means the world to us to continue the conversation. Offer any thought or opinion that you have for the dialogue to continue. YouTube.com/stuckinthemiddle is where you can find us, guaranteed on Monday in studio.
Indubitably. And also, too, please go to the community page, find the post, which is the most recent post for Eli's Progressive Patriot channel. Please give him a subscribe, give him a like, give him a follow, help him out. He's trying to grow that channel as well. And I mean, you've been doing some stuff pretty consistently on there. So
it's the daytime when I'm not working. Could you mod my name later on?
What do you mean?
Mod Progressive Patriot.
It's not on Stuck in the Middle?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we'll do that for sure. Most definitely. And with that said, thank you so much for hanging out, watching. Please give us a like. As Eli said, if you feel like leaving a tip, the PayPal link is in the description. It's going to help us in the future. We're going to hit a different goal coming up soon where we might be able to do a fourth show if we hit that goal. And besides that, it just helps to keep us doing this show because time is limited and we got to do a bunch of other shit, but we love doing this show first and foremost. So
the largest dream, guys, if you really want to see us come to fruition and be the best show we can be, it is inevitably doing this every fucking night. And that's where any donation or tip, when you feel that it is worthy or that you feel generous enough to do so, that's where it goes to. It goes to the larger goal. But aside from that, your presence, your voice is what we appreciate the most here at Stuck in the Middle.
Indeed. With that said, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Our creative weekend begins now. We will be back on Monday. So enjoy. We'll see you then. Deuces.